Welcome, my friends. Thanks for stopping in. Obviously, my title was catchy enough and interesting enough to help you guys out with wanting to be able to fire hollow point rounds more effectively through your semi-automatic AK-47. So, obviously, we all know and understand, how well. Let's start out with Full Metal Jacket, okay? And generally, when we fire them, they basically come on up and into the chamber, and bam, out the barrel they go, right? And I'm sure you guys have run into your fair amount of issues with hollow point rounds firing out of your semi-automatic AK-47. Okay, and that's why you're watching this video, because you want to know how to make your AK-47 fire more consistently. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do that, especially with hollow point rounds. Okay, because generally the Full Metal Jacket, you don't have issues. I know I never did. It wasn't until I started firing hollow points that I noticed a lot of issues. Just jam up after jam up after jam up. And it has to do with the way the trunnion is built on a lot of these AK-47s. I've seen it in a couple of different styles of AK-47s, both, your side-by-side magazines and your single stack, okay? Both of them had flat trunnions. Go figure. Something so simple like putting a bevel in a trunnion would allow hollow point round to just slip up into the chamber and boom, out it goes, right? Crazy idea. Go figure. So, something as simple as jeweler files could do the trick. That's right, jeweler files. That's all these are. These are actually my wife's old jeweler files from way back when she did jewelry back in high school. So, I mean, well over 20 years ago, okay? But these things worked great. So you ask, how did I do this? Okay? So, when you look into here, and I'll, of course, put some light on this and show you a little more detailed here, but basically, the trunnion, okay, it's flat. And it doesn't allow for rounds to, at least hollow point rounds, to cycle correctly. And this is the issue that you run into. They just hit that flat trunnion and jam, instant. So, let me put some light in on this, and let me get you a little closer so you can see what's going on. Okay, guys, so hopefully this is putting enough light on the situation that you can kind of see what is going on here with this trunnion. You can see how it's got a neat little bevel now. Okay? So this was not in this AK-47. This was very square and flat. So this whole entire angled piece is because I sat there with those jeweler files and filed it until I created this bevel in the trunnion to allow the hollow point rounds to cycle through it correctly. Okay? So now you can see that how basically what I did to modify it so that way it would work correctly. And it's crazy that hopefully this will allow you to see pretty nicely, but you can see how it's just got this nice bevel now. So, and basically, so hopefully, and I've got enough light on here for you guys to be able to see this while I'm doing this. So you basically, you're taking and you're putting the file up through here, filing your trunnion, okay? and you're putting a fair amount of pressure as you're doing it, but not enough to, you don't want to break your file, of course. And then of course you're coming back the other way, same thing. Okay, so I'm trying to allow this so you guys can see, but you're going, see, if you look at this file and the way it is shaped, it's got a little bevel to it, and you know, you focus more in this middle part, okay, in here. And of course you get on the outside, and you've got to put this angle in it. You really do. Bring it down some. The idea is to allow these rounds to cycle smoothly. This way, when you actually have a chambered round, it'll come up in here, and when it cycles up, it'll actually, hopefully you guys can see this pretty decent, but it'll actually push on up and right into the chamber. Okay, so hopefully now you will be able to modify your trunnion on your semi-automatic AK-47 to allow you to fire hollow point rounds more effectively without having jam ups. Because ultimately, we all want to go out, have some fun, you know, shooting downrange. I mean, that's what makes this hobby, sport, whatever you like to call it, fun. I know I enjoy going out and firing a few rounds downrange, so hopefully this video will help you guys out to modify your trunnion just enough to allow you to get out and have some fun. So anyways, I guess enough of that. We'll get on to another video later on, and I will catch you guys later. So until the next adventure of CodesEmpire Unleashed, we'll see you guys later. See ya.